Rings just like a silver quarter. Let's see what happens.
Oh, I don't think things are quite that desperate.
I'm not sure what I have here, but it sure sounds good. You see that?
I can't listen to your attempts to try and justify yourself.
Sounds a little big. Rings just like a silver quarter. Let's see what happens. Okay, I've got it cut. I'm getting 93, 94, and it's solid. It fades about here, about this high, 6-8 inches. I didn't even get a depth on it. It sounds like it's almost on the surface. That's definitely in the hole. Just sounded awful loud. Whether they got the rain we got down here or not, I guess there's some moisture there. Now I feel something. I don't think it's a coin. Maybe it's a big can of silver. Yeah, it's a pretty good size, whatever it is. All right, I'll come back to you. There you go. Sitting in the ground, straight up and down. What you want to bet there's nothing in it. Straight up and down. Just like that. How many of you remember this style of glass back in the 60s? I think everyone I knew, when we were kids, their family had a set of these. They're aluminum. They were different colors. There was like red and green and blue. And of course, you see this one's a gold tone glass. As you saw in the video clip, it was obviously buried in the ground like this, which was extremely odd. I would say about 10 minutes after I dug it, the neighbor across the road, who's a gentleman probably around my age, came over and he goes, "Hey, by the way, did you happen to dig a glass up or a cup?" And I said, "Well, yeah, as a matter of fact, I did." He goes, "Let me tell you the story of that." He said, "We lived in the house where you're detecting when I was a kid." And of course, now he lives across the road in another house. And he said what it was, he said his brother mowed a stretch of that lawn real short, set the blade way down on the old push mower. And he buried this cup in the yard for a golf cup to play putt-putt. So anyway, it ended up over time just getting buried. And I think that area was filled also because, as you saw, it was full of gravel. So I really chuckled when he told me that. But for him to remember that and then to come over and inquire if I found something, there was no golf ball in it, okay? But I think that is just an exceptional story. And now we know why it was buried straight up like that. All right, thanks. See, I did get an Indian. That light's a little bright. Let me flip it over. There it is. Let me see if I can get a good focus on it. It was a pretty hard signal. I'm glad to have it. It's been, oh gosh, probably a couple months since I've gotten one. Out in the dark. I like hunting in the dark. It's cool. Don't have to worry about the sun. All right, there you go. Probably ought to use the beeper. Right there in the sidewall. Yes, I had my glove on, but when you get your phone out, you know how that goes. All right, hold the phone. Solid 91. Here it is. Right there. What do you think? Look what I got from the COINSTAR. It's not one of those old crappy old ones. It's almost a brand new one. Great. I thought I'd take a little footage. Got this wonderful little stream to work. It's actually a race for a mill. There was a grist mill down there about 1.5 miles, and then it dumps in down here to a larger creek and then goes on over to the river. So it's absolutely perfect. I've got my suit on. I can get down on my haunches and work without getting wet. Mostly back where I got in was bullets. It's behind the house, so people obviously been shooting in the water. So I will try to maintain being hopeful.